Good morning. Thanks for joining me. I'm Alene. I'm a jewelry designer, and I have my studio here in Arizona. And as you can see, it's somewhat of a converted garage that we've insulated and air conditioned and put in all kinds of air filters in it as well. But it works great for me. So I wanted to go over today the gem called Dendritic Opal. Now, what's nice about this gem, let me show you one first, and then I'm going to show you more details later, but let me show you one in particular. You can see the kind of the opalized, I guess, luminous part of it that makes an opal. But what you also see in here are all of these structures, whatever you want to call them. They're called dendrites. And basically that word is from the Greek word, I think it's dendritis. So it's the same word with an S on the end, but basically it means tree-like. So in my mind, it's more like branch-like, but that isn't what they named it. They named it tree-like, but you can kind of see all the structures that you would normally see in a branch of a tree. And we'll look at some more here in just a moment. I wanted to let you know, first of all, that this is actually not, it's a gem, yes, of course, because opal is a gem, but it's not considered a crystal gem, like let's say amethyst or almost everything you can think of, rubies, etc. They're all based on crystal structures. These are called mineraloids, and they are not based on crystal structures. There's only a few that are called this. Opal would be one. Another one would be amber, because that's fossilized tree resin. It is not coming from structure. Pearl is another one, obviously, that's coming from a mollusk. And the other one is obsidian, which is actually glass, volcanic glass. So those things are not created with crystal structures. Now, what that means is, first of all, it doesn't have as strong of it's only a 5.5 on the Richter scale, which means that, excuse me, on the Mohs scale, not the Richter scale, on the Mohs scale, which means that it's not as hard as most amethyst, etc., are going to be over 7. The highest hardness would be diamond at 10. Ruby is up there too. So basically, these not only do they not have the crystal structures to give them the strength, but they are also 30% water, which I thought was pretty interesting. So it means, I mean, these are well taken care of, and they will be beautiful in a piece, but you do have to be a little careful on how you're taking care of them, especially since they're 30% water. I thought that was a pretty interesting known fact. So I'm going to show you a few pieces, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the myths and the history about it. I'm going to move this down so you can see. Let's see. I think that works pretty well. Get you over here like this, up here. That looks the best. Now this here, you can see different groupings that I've taken to show you some of the different ones, just to show you the variety in what you would call tree-like. For example, this one is beautiful. Well, they're all beautiful, but each one is individual. That's the other thing that makes it all one of a kind. Another one here I wanted to show you because this really shows off more the luminous part of it. And every one of them is so beautiful. A couple of the pieces that I have finished, I'm going to show you here. Now this is a bolo tie. Again, that one has a lot of the beautiful branches in there. And this is done against silver. That's available on my site. And the other one that I've finished here, again, you see a lot of the luminous part of it in that kind of a grayish black, but then you also have the dendrites in there as well. So there's a lot of beauty with this particular gem, and I guess that's what makes it so much fun to work with. Now, I ended up calling my my collection Merlin's Magic, because not only is this called Dendritic Opal, but it's also called Merlinite, and it was named after, Merlin. And the reason for that is because it has a lot of magical connotations in history. For example, in the Middle Ages, they considered it magical. They felt like if you were wearing it, first of all, it was protecting you from a lot of things. Mainly, it was helping you, for status, it was helping you stay in power. I thought that was interesting as a status symbol. This is a status symbol. You can wear this and stay in power if you're in power already. Or maybe you can get in power. I don't know. Anyway, that was one of the things that was basically from the Middle Ages. That's how they used it. Now, the Greek considered it a gift of, again, magical. Every one of them considered them magical. It was more about prophecy, that it gave you the gift of prophecy. And I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, wouldn't we all like to know what's going on in our lives? And the last one was the East Indians. This one was, I'm going to read this because I'll have to remember it. It's the Virgin Goddess of Rainbow. She was turned into a dendritic opal. And the reason was because her mother, who's known as the Mother Goddess, had seen all of these suitors that were after her and decided it was safer to just make her an opal. That was pretty cool. So anyway, that gives you kind of an overview. I wanted to let you know as far as taking care of your piece. If you do, like if you were to purchase one of these pieces, make sure that you you can wear it obviously however you want to, but don't swim in it. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but we do have people that are wearing their rings and they're swimming with them. Don't do that. It's not good for it. And also, if you're going to be out in the sun for any length of time, like hours, don't wear it. It's just that because it is 30% water, you will tend to dry it out, and that's not good. But under normal circumstances, you're wearing it for, well, wherever you're wearing it, as long as it's not like 100 degrees like it is here in Arizona, and you decide to wear it for the entire day and you're going to be in the sun all day. Don't do that. And the other thing, as far as storing it, my pieces all come either with, well, they come in a little pouch and a box, so you can store it in that. Don't throw it in with a bunch of other jewelry, again, because you could mar this. So just to be a little more careful with it. So I hope that gave you a good overview of what Merlin's Magic and Dendritic Opal is. I appreciate you liking and sharing and subscribing and all of the things. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.